Hello everyone, I'm Emma, and today we talk about how to show kindness and where. Have you ever held a door for someone and felt lighter? Or sent a simple text to a friend, just to check in, and found yourself smiling at your own phone? We often think of kindness as something we do for others. A transaction. You give a compliment, they feel good. But what if I told you the most powerful kindness often starts in a much quieter place? A place we rarely think to look. What if the secret to showing kindness in the world is first knowing how to show it to yourself? That might sound strange, maybe even a little self-indulgent. We're taught to be tough on ourselves, to push harder, to be our own toughest critic. That's how we improve, right? But think about it. If your best friend came to you, feeling overwhelmed and tired, would you yell at them? Would you call them lazy or not good enough? Of course not. You'd speak softly. You'd offer them a cup of tea. You'd tell them it's okay to rest. So why do we so often use a voice for ourselves that we would never, ever use on someone we love? That inner critic, that constant pushing, it drains us. It leaves us with an empty cup. And you can't pour from an empty cup. Showing kindness to yourself isn't about bubble baths and chocolates, though those can be nice. It's about the voice in your head. It's the philosophy of treating yourself like a person worthy of care. The ancient philosopher Socrates said, "To know thyself is the beginning of wisdom." But I think to be kind to thyself is the beginning of everything else. It's the foundation. When that inner voice shifts from a critic to a friend, something changes. The tension in your shoulders drops, just a little. You breathe easier. You have more space inside you. And that space, that's where kindness for others grows. So, where do we start? The simplest place is with your inner dialogue. Listen to your thoughts for a day. Just notice them. Are they friendly? Are they harsh? If you make a small mistake, like spilling your coffee, what does the voice say? Ugh, I'm so clumsy. Now imagine if a child spilled their juice. You'd say, "It's okay, let's clean it up." Try that on yourself. I spilled my coffee. It's okay. Let's clean it up. No drama. No added story. It's a tiny shift, but it changes the weather inside your mind. This is psychology in action. They call it self-compassion. Dr. Kristen Neff, who studies this, says it has 3 parts. Being mindful of your pain, knowing you're not alone in feeling it, and speaking to yourself with kindness. It's acknowledging, "This is hard right now," instead of, "Why is this so hard for me?" It's a game changer. Once you start to fill your own cup, even just a little, you'll find kindness for others begins to flow more naturally. It's not a duty anymore. It becomes a reflex, an overflow. And the beautiful thing? You can practice this anywhere. The world becomes your kindness training ground. Let's talk about where. The first and most powerful place is in the mundane, the everyday. We look for grand gestures, but real connection is built in the small, quiet moments. It's in the grocery store line. It's on the sidewalk. It's in your own home, when you're tired. This is where your practice lives. Start with presence. That's it. Just being fully there. When you're talking to the cashier, really look at them. Make eye contact. See the person behind the roll. A simple, genuine, "How's your day going?" with a moment to actually hear the answer is an act of kindness. It says, "I see you. You exist to me as a person." In our world of screens and distractions, giving someone your full attention is a rare and precious gift. It costs you nothing but a few seconds of focus. And the feeling it creates? It's warmth. A tiny spark of shared humanity. Then there's the kindness of letting things go. This is a big one. Someone bumps into you on the street and doesn't apologize. The car in front of you is driving. Well, let's just say they're driving in a way you wouldn't recommend. The old story rises up. How rude. What an idiot. Your body tenses. Your mood darkens. Here's your choice point. You can hold on to that story. let it ruin the next 10 minutes of your life. Or you can practice a profound form of kindness to yourself and to them. You can offer the gift of doubt. Maybe the person who bumped into you just got terrible news. Maybe the driver is lost or frantic or has a screaming child in the back. You don't know their story. By choosing the generous explanation, you aren't excusing bad behavior. You're freeing yourself from the poison of resentment. You say to yourself, "Well, I don't know what's happening for them." And you let the tension go with your outbreath. This kindness is invisible. No one thanks you for it. But it keeps your inner world peaceful. It's a secret superpower. Now let's get practical. Your ears are a powerhouse for kindness. Listening. Truly listening. Not just waiting for your turn to talk. Not thinking about what you'll say next. But listening to understand, to feel what the other person is feeling. This is called empathetic listening. When a friend is sharing something difficult, the kindest thing you can often do is not to offer a solution. We love to fix things. But most of the time, people don't want to be fixed. They want to be felt. They want to be heard. So you sit with them. You nod. You might say, "That sounds so tough." Or "I can imagine that hurts." You hold space for their emotion. You don't jump in with your own, bigger story. You just let theirs be there, valid and important. This is a deep act of kindness. It says, "Your experience matters. I can hold it with you." It builds bridges of trust that last a lifetime. And then there's the kindness of simply noticing. This is where it gets fun. You're walking through your day with these new gentle eyes. You notice the barista who looks tired. You say, "Busy morning? I really appreciate my coffee, thank you." You notice your coworker's new haircut. You tell them it looks great. You notice the mail carrier, the bus driver. A simple, specific observation. You always have such a cheerful smile. You handle this route with such patience. These are tiny verbal sunbeams. They take 2 seconds. But for the receiver, it might be the only genuine, positive word they hear all day. You have no idea how far that small ripple can travel. But here's a crucial point. Kindness isn't about being a doormat. It has a backbone. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do for someone is to say a clear, respectful no. If you're exhausted and a friend asks for a huge favor, saying no with grace is kindness to yourself and to them. It preserves the relationship from the rot of resentment. It's honest. It teaches people how to treat you. And sometimes, the kindest thing you can do is to offer a gentle truth when asked. "I felt hurt when that happened." That's scary to say, but it's kinder than bottling it up and letting it turn into coldness or anger later. Kindness and truth are partners, not enemies. Let's bring this home. Literally. Your home is your primary kindness dojo. This is where we're often our worst selves, because we feel safest. We snap at our partners. We ignore our family because we're on our phones. We leave dishes for someone else. The practice here is mindfulness in the mundane again. Doing a chore without complaining, just to make the shared space nicer. Putting your phone down completely and asking, "Tell me about your day," and then listening. Really listening. Making a cup of tea for someone without being asked. Leaving a silly, encouraging note on the fridge. These are the bricks that build a home, not just a house. It's kindness as a daily ritual, not a special occasion. And what about when you're alone? This is where your self-kindness practice pays off. You have a bad day. You feel like you failed. The old script starts. Stop. Breathe. Put a hand on your heart. It feels silly, but it works. It triggers a calming response. Talk to yourself like that friend. "Oh, today was rough." It's okay to feel disappointed. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It means you're human, and today was hard. This isn't letting yourself off the hook. It's changing the hook from a weapon of shame into a tool for understanding. From this place, you can learn. From shame, you just hide. So, we've talked about the inner world, the outer world, the mundane, the listening, the home. But there's one more profound layer. Kindness to the stranger you'll never meet. This is where your imagination comes in. When you hear a news story about someone suffering far away, instead of just feeling a pang of sadness and moving on, pause. For 1 minute, imagine them as a real person, with a favorite food, with a childhood memory, with someone they love. Wish them well, sincerely in your mind. This is a practice called loving kindness meditation. You are stretching your circle of compassion. You are telling your own heart that no one is outside the realm of your care. This strengthens your kindness muscle in ways you can't even measure. In the end, kindness isn't a list of rules. It's a quality of attention. It's a decision to move through the world softly, with your eyes and heart open. It starts with the voice in your head. It flows out to the cashier, the driver, the friend, the family. It even extends to people you'll never know. It's a series of tiny, conscious choices that, stitch by stitch, repair the torn fabric of our shared world. And the most amazing part? This isn't a sacrifice. Every act of kindness, every gentle thought, releases a little chemical in your brain called oxytocin. They call it the love hormone. It makes you feel good. It lowers your stress. It connects you. So in being kind, you are literally bathing your own system in well-being. You are giving a gift that you also receive. The line between giver and receiver blurs. You become part of a beautiful, invisible cycle of care. So today, start small. Start silent. Hear your inner critic and just offer it a cup of tea. Then, go into your day looking for one tiny opportunity to connect. One moment of full attention. One generous assumption. One specific compliment. Don't make it a big deal. Just practice. Feel what it feels like in your body. Notice the shift, however slight. This is how you build a life of kindness. Not with grand declarations, but with a million quiet moments of choosing the softer, more connected path. The path that begins and ends with a simple, revolutionary idea. Be a friend to yourself, and watch that friendship spill over into the whole world. Okay, bye, see you next video.